the wealth from the Egyptians. And do not worry, they will not resist you. They now know who I am. Are you still with me? And so the Israelites did exactly that. And so what we find in the story of Israel is a combination of two things. That when God was delivering the children of Israel out of Egypt, he granted them the benefit of political freedom and economic freedom. He did not allow them to live with the political power, but without the financial means to start a new kingdom. The problem of land expropriation without compensation is missed exactly there. 1994 was about giving political freedom, which has put black people nowhere. You guys are confused. You think the ability to buy a weave is liberty. You think when you can walk into a dealership and buy a car, you are liberated. That when you rent a flat in Dainfin, you are cool. What we have become accustomed to is fashionable slavery, where the slave is properly dressed, where the slave is well articulated in English, but still a slave. There is nothing that says we must hate white people. No white person must die. But the Bible is clear. You don't get out of Egypt and still leave the Egyptians with the wealth that they used you to build.
Come on now.
No white man came to Africa carrying a piece of land. They found it here. Then they took it. They must show us evidence where our ancestors willingly said, please, take my land. Please, come. There's no such evidence.
Come on now.
People tell us banks own land. You need to please educate me the logic. Where did the bank find the land? When you buy land from a bank, that bank needs to show me a lease between it and my forefathers. Where the Mazibukos said, own this land, one day you shall sell it to our son. It is biblical that land must be expropriated. What is not biblical is that someone must lose a life in that process.
Thank you.
No one is saying white people must be killed. What we are saying is it is the divine plan of God that no human being in his planet should be subjected to being homeless by forces that did not create that planet. People tell us economies will collapse. Which economy built a planet? So that now it tells us it will collapse if it is not given the right to subject others to slavery. There's no economy that will collapse. The day all of us have access to land is the day that we will stop being slaves to institutions that sell what they did not create. You can sell me a suit, you designed it and then you stitched it. Can't sell me land. You were born and land was already here. How do humanity trade an asset that preceded all of us? It is biblical that when you receive your political freedom, receive your economic freedom as well. And we are not saying everyone wants to be a farmer. You know, judging by some of our suits and our nails, we We really don't want to do anything with the soil. So the argument must not be narrow-mindedly reduced to taking farms. Those Africans who want to be farmers must be given access to land for farming. But not all of us want to be farmers. So some of us just want land where we can build a dignified house, where our children can play and kick a ball without hitting the neighbor's window. The same way white people cut plots of land for themselves. It does not make sense that in Johannesburg you pay 6 million for a property that when you come out of the back door, you hardly have